Today we will working on a Continental Electric Iron. Alright, the problem is that it has a break here, and most times when this happen is because of this little plastic that protects the wire. So I will be replacing it with this. Alright, if you notice the damage here, it breaks, and sometimes even when it have on it, based on the strain on the wire can cause it. Alright, so to remove this, you'd have to remove two screws, right? And these screws are these type. I remove them by using a flathead. I don't have the right screwdriver head, so I use a flathead to remove it, and I'm going to replace that with modern screw, which is a Phillips. Alright, so, and it has a little shake here that will be corrected. This have play, so we'll look into that and see what is the problem right there. Alright, so the model number, you can see it there, the wattage, the hertz, and the watt. So if you want to know the size fuse in this iron, all you need to do is the 1200 watt divided by the volt, and you get 10 amp fuse, right? So it's a 10 amp fuse inside of this iron. Alright, so the screw is already moved from the back, so I'm going to remove this screw here, remove this to see if any screw is hidden beneath this, and also remove the knob to see if any screw is hidden, and if so, remove them and take the iron apart. Alright, so let's get to that. So as you see, it has been removed. So I remove the screw right here, lift off the knob that was here, and remove the screw, and it came right off. So this is how it looks. So I'm going to remove 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, right, in order to get this tightened. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to check the card, let you see, and cut the part that is bad, cut it and re-terminate it, and put on this. Right, so let's get to that. Alright, so what we're going to do now, we're going to show you the meter. That meter is working. Alright, meter is working, so I'm going to check from right here, the one side of the card, nothing. Alright, space that, come over to the other side, nothing. That means it's right here that it breaks. You see it making contact. That is this leg, right? So I'm coming over this side now, which alright. So this is this leg. So the bad one is right here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to clip it and terminate it. But before I do that, I'm going to put my right there. This is now I'm checking. This check that I'm doing, I'm checking the thermal fuse, the thermostat, and the element at once when I'm doing this. Right. So I'm going to turn the knob. Alright, it's off, on, off. So any one of these components that is defective, like the thermal fuse or the element or the thermostat, I would have gotten an open circuit. But because of that, all three components are in good condition. That's why I'm getting a reading. Right, so the thermal fuse, the thermostat, and the element are okay. So the only issue is that it's a bad card. So we're just going to terminate it and let you see. Alright, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, so before I terminate the card, what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws, and also this, in order to fix this while it's shaking. The sole plate is shaking, so I need to check it out and make sure say the screws are tightened. Alright, and the condition how this looks, gonna clean it up. Alright, better to do the job properly than do it halfway. Alright, so yeah, that is what I'm going to do now. Alright, so I'm going to just remove these screws, reach down to here, tighten it up. Yeah. Alright, so this is the condition of it, how it looks. Alright, I'm going to show you something. Alright, this iron is built different. So person out there want to fix an iron like this brand, and I'm going to show you the model. See there the model. Be careful how you pull this. Normally when you pull an iron, normally this plastic here can comes right off and leaving this, right? But how this is made, in order to get to this, you just have to pull this just one screw right here, right? But in the future, if you want to remove this, you have to remove the screw from right here in order to take off this part, right? The only thing hold the back is this two metal right here that just go into the groove right here, go into this groove. So the only thing hold it is this, basically the screw that here. So now this is damaged because it's crystallized. I have a couple of rounds, so this will be replaced. But I'm going to clean up this, right, and make sure everything good. So yeah, guys, I just found out something. I removed the screw that I was telling you from right here, right? And look what happened. This actually sits on this within the groove, and whatever water that you put through here, you get what I say? The grooves that seal away the water. Cause notice water was dripping out at the side, right? And because it wasn't seated properly. So I cleaned it, so I'm going to spray it off, clean it up. Right, so this piece that is damaged, this piece right here, that's supposed to go up in the groove right here. As I told you before, I have one, so I can just put it right in there, right, to create that space. Right, if you notice, I'm using this as example. If you notice, this sealed, right, so you can remove independently, right, and store water. I even can throw water in this and it doesn't, right, leak. But this one is different. It's actually bolt on to this, right? So different manufacturer build them iron different. So yeah, so I just use this as an example to show you the difference between this iron and this water tank, right? So let's not waste any more time. Going to finish the fixed and plug it in and let you see it works. All right, where some put the silicone is where they have a little gasket like right around the edges to prevent water from seep through. So some of them cracked and so forth, so I put silicone on the edges where you see. So this is going to be on top, and then this, when I do that now, it's going to create a gasket so prevent the water from seeping through. Alright, so I'm going to fit it up and let you see it works and everything. Alright, so it look clean. Alright, so guys, when you finish use the iron, do not left the water in it, else you're going to have this white looking thing inside of it. Alright, empty out the water. Alright, now earlier in the video you see where this did crack, so I plastic weld it, and this piece that was damaged on the card, what I do, I found one but this one was too small. So what I actually do, cut it, push it through the original one, cut a little wider hole and push it through, and then use the solder bolt or the side of the iron and kind of plastic weld it to keep it in place. See, rigid. All right, so finish up this. All right, guys, see it? I put Phillips screw. All right, and see there where it. All right, so you see where the plastic well, so keep that firm. All right, it's not shaking as used to. All right, so I cook up the meter, put the meter on ohms, as you can see, and now I'm going to turn the knob. All right, so that. Alright, so I'm going to plug it in, let you see light come on because it have an indicator light right here. Alright, it's plugged in. Turn it on. Alright, you soon see chips out. Alright, so if you see chips out, when I turn it, adjust it, it comes on. Alright, so it's working. So from pulling up this, I learned something new, right? And I go the extra mile and make some correction. So please feel free to leave your comments, like, share, right? And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe because I have some more videos out there to come in the future. Alright, I have some projects that I'm working on that you soon see. Alright, so thanks for watching.